Alternators. You got one, doesn't work. Is the alternator bad, or is the truck got something wrong with it? I'm going to try to help you answer that today. So, even though this stuff is kind of stamped on here, I have gone through, got my label maker out, and labeled. This is a 27 SI alternator. We actually zoom into it. There. Okay. 27 SI alternator, kind that had all Cucvs from the 80s Chevrolet had. So, a couple terminals. This is battery positive. It's got the red wire normally from the battery coming to this. This is battery negative. This is the ground, because these are isolated ground. There's 1, 2, 3 screws. Those, wait a minute, this one and this one here. Sorry, not these two. This one and these ones. There are little wafers, just like this one here on the other side, that separate that from the rectifier bridge from the case that make it isolated ground. So this is ground. You have to have this. I'm going to go to one on the truck in a minute. Then you got terminal 1 and terminal 2. You can see on this plug that I bought, I'm not sure where I got this one, probably Amazon. Oh yeah, Amazon. I am a member of the Amazon affiliate program, and I will put a link to new plugs in the description. This one's a Dorman 85841. Who knows what part I'm going to have linked, because this part number's probably changed since I bought these. I carry an extra one. Actually, I carry an extra 2. I keep 2 in my shop, because this is normally what goes bad. Okay. You got red and white. Terminal 2 is red. Terminal 1 is white. On mine, on this truck, the go back to zoom out a little bit. The terminal 1 is brown, which is how Chevrolet intended it to be. On the 715 behind me, which I wired up, it's white because I put new plugs on. All right. This is called an internal regulator socket. Yeah, it's a plug. Okay. Here's what you have to make the thing run. You have to have positive power from the battery here. You have to have negative on the Cucvs, negative from the battery here. This pretty much, you could put a terminal on here and loop it right to there. You can make it go right there, and that would work. You could actually make this loop to right there, and that would work. Except you couldn't turn your engine off. Yeah, I know. You can't have this going there. It has to go through a switch that is not part of the ignition, because this thing has to be switched on with positive power, and if you plug it here, you start it up, it will do this is the exciter wire. This is the charging state wire that goes back and tells the alternator, hey, here's how much we're charging. This one is the exciter wire. This turns the alternator on. So I'm going to go through how to check these on the truck for, is the alternator bad or is the truck side bad? This is always controlled by a relay. Over here on the 715, I got the exact same Cucv wiring harness, and I don't remember which one's which. Alt 1, Alt 2, and that's probably my voltmeter. Or those are relays that control the exciter wires. The exciter wire has to be switched off and on, otherwise the engine will never turn off, because it's always giving power to the ignition. All right, so let's go back to the terminal 1, terminal 2. If you go to your truck, you can pull this off, and there's a little tab right there. You can see the tab is all the way. Can you see that? The tab is all the way against the side. So to get this thing off, you got to push it back and pull at the same time. These are a pain. And there's a little slot right there. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in some more. There's a little spot right there for this little thing to go. It goes in. Once it goes past that, it's stuck. They're a pain to get off. So what I do, and yes, I use a hook like that. Terminal or plug pliers don't work. This kind of works good. You get in there and just pull on it, but you gotta have something to pull on this. So we're gonna do something called back probing. You can put a lead right there on the back side. As you can see the back of the pins. If you want to unplug yours and stick a probe into there and stick a probe into here, great. But when it's on the truck, they're hard to get to. Back probe. So let's go to the engine. And I'll show you what we got. I've made videos about this before. I'm going to zoom in on the back of the alternator. But Alt 1 charges the front battery. Let's go back to it again just to cover it. Alt 1, front battery. Over there, the passenger side, Alt 2, is the back battery. They are separate. Zoom back in. Okay. I have my power probe hooked up, and I'm hooked up to the front battery. There's 12.8 volts on the front battery. You see that? 12.8 volts is what the front battery voltage is. So I'm going to go pull the cover off the B plus battery terminal plus, touch it, 12.8 volts. We have battery voltage to the alternator on the big power wire. This is the negative wire. It has 0 volts. It's negative. That's ground. That's my ground wire. And this ground wire goes to the stud on the manifold. Just so you know, this wire here is for the diagnostic, wait a minute, STC, scientific testing equipment. STE ICE, internal combustion engine. There's that big plug under the dash that has the big cap that has a chain on it. You plug in an STE ICE reader, you can, that'll tell you RPM supposedly. I can't get everyone to work that way. Okay. Positive and negative. Then we got the plug. Again, red wire is the constant voltage, it should be battery voltage. The brown wire is the exciter wire. So I'm just going to go in from here and back probe. On the red wire, 12.8 volts. We have battery voltage. Key is off. 0 volts because the key is off. The exciter wire has no power going to it. Okay, I'm going to start the engine up. Yes, you can just turn the key on, but my engine is not all the way warmed up and I don't want to burn my glow plugs up. So I'm just going to start the engine up. Actually was warmed up a little bit, but okay. Now we got 14 points. I'm doing too much. Am I reading upside down? We got 15 volts. 14.8. Okay. I'm going to do the red wire. 14.4, 14.3. Exciter wire. 15. Something's wrong with my gauge showing. I think my regulator is starting to go on this alternator. So there's power to the exciter wire, 14.8. With the key on, you get power there. You turn it back off. I don't have to yell. pretty much what you want to do is key off. Make sure you have voltage there, positive voltage, voltage there, positive volts, negative volts there. Okay? And then the exciter wire, you check. 0 volts with key off. You turn the key on, there'll be whatever the alternator voltage is, or if the engine's off, key on is battery voltage, and this one should be battery voltage. Okay? That's all you gotta do. So if you get, like we just figured out, mine might be charging too much. So my truck side is fine, but my alternator side, not so much. Might be overcharging, might have a bad regulator. Now, yes, I used a power probe just because I can check voltage and it's got lights on it. I can see what I'm doing. I'll put a link to the power probe in the description too. But you get power positive, negative to the alternator from the battery that it goes to it. Don't go switching batteries. I'm hooked to battery 1. You gotta go to the other side, I got hooked to battery 2. And the plug, battery voltage on 1, key off, 0 volts on the exciter wire, key on, battery voltage on the exciter wire. As long as you have that, the truck side is good. Now, if your truck side's not good, then it gets fun. Because yes, they go back to the battery, they also go back to here. The negatives do, or one of the negatives does. And goes through here, and it goes through the back of the fuse panel. So you just never know. What you gotta do then, if you're not getting, go through it again. Battery plus, battery negative on the big post on the back of the alternator. Let's go back to the alternator. One we can see. Battery positive, battery negative. If you get that, great. The truck side's good on that. If this is not right, and oftentimes, especially on the driver side alternator, the negative cable to the intake manifold gets all cruded. If there's any kind of coolant leak, it gets cruded, and that will be a bad spot. Again, this is the terminal for the sensor for the STC, scientific testing, STE ICE. Then the plug. The plug, red wire, terminal 2, one furthest away from this, that's going to have battery voltage. Exciter wire is key off, nothing. Key on, this will have battery voltage as well, or at least 12 volts. So hopefully that helps somebody determine if it's the truck or is it the alternator.